Spaceys, they really start with 3 stocks because they're gonna kill themselves once.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and that doesn't really work so well in Cruise. You gotta be
Oh
more
no,
careful than
no,
that.
you don't want SD and Cruise. So yeah, I think we're almost. I think we're ready to go. Pretty
Yep,
ready to go. So
let's get into it.
let's get into it for
We'll be
game
heading
one.
into our first game in just a second, and here we are. Mouth versus Falco on
Pokemon.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, I think a great starting stage for Marth. I think this, like, you're never gonna play. And it's just a big start for Renzo right now.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake right there. Could
Yeah,
have capitalized on that edge guard opportunity a bit more.
Yep, absolutely could have cleaned that up, but he's still got the upper hand currently.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like this stage for both characters, really. I think it's
yeah.
also a stage where Falco can perform.
Oh yeah,
Quite
they can do
excellent.
amazing. They do well with this type of space, with this type of like big horizontal space. So one. I'm just curious to see if Choban can capitalize, especially because he just had a stock that he should have died 2 times
Mm.
there. So this is a big deal.
Well, to be honest, we already have like 100% what's basically extra credit. Like
Mhm.
the Falco should not have
Yeah,
been that wrong.
I feel like that shouldn't have happened, but we're seeing, he came back and Renzo got an opening, and he's doing the same thing he did before, which is just 100 with no answer.
Oh, nice. I like the quick little
Quick
stacky
little,
lag.
quick little elf tilt seals the stock, and it's important. Like we said, every stock matters. Like even if you're gonna lose, it doesn't matter as much if you're taking stocks. So you just gotta take it one at a time if you're Choban here.
Yeah, Renzo going for a really quite fantastic like neutral play. I think just doing a beautiful job with that, but the edge guards are still a little sloppy. Doesn't really matter though, because if neutral is just good enough, right? You get clean first
Yeah,
turn.
yeah. I feel like he's missing that like final 10% of the stock where you get it, but everything else has been really good.
Oh, nice back there.
Every opening has been good, but Chopin is cleaning up, and he drops his own edge guard too, which it's tricky to edge guard Marth, but you can't be dropping. Cleans it up though.
I always love the down tilt. Such a funny move to me.
Yeah, it's funny that it kills.
Yeah, it's just like
feels
Falco
like it
with this
shouldn't.
little like tail swipe. It's just very small, very tiny, and it just yeets the opponent all the way up. The
Yeets
stage.
you up, big damage, big knockup.
Oh, look
But,
at that!
he's
Beautiful,
getting good pillar
beautiful
combos,
pillars.
and this is way closer than I thought it would be. Actually, Chopin's really impressing me.
Yeah, Chobin coming back into this. There was a
Yeah.
very significant
He's
deficit. On
about to
bottom
take the
side.
lead if he cleans this up. He doesn't clean it up. Might cost him.
Another little edge guard, and ooh, I like that. I like seeing Mars that come in and just throw out the forward smashes. Like, just go for it. Such a
Yeah.
good move.
Oh my god, he's he's just hitting with forward smashes.
If you can't edge guard them, kill it.
Oh, huge
beautiful.
tech. Oh, I mean, if you tech that, they're shaking. I can tell you right now, they start shaking.
Oh yeah, and
Okay,
that's it.
very clean. The last stock very clean. I thought it was gonna slip away from Renzo for a moment there.
Yeah, there was
Um,
a bit of an ebb and flow to that fight, right? Like at first we had really the Morphin control, and then in the center we had
yeah,
Chobin coming back in.
it
In
was
the
back
end,
and forth,
close game
close games.
and one stock lead, right? This is kind of what you're looking for.
Yeah. Curious about who Spain could send next because they've got a list of a lot of spacey players. They've got a
Ooh,
lot of
that's always scary.
foxes, but they've got some interesting mount. Could be like some Marth Slayers here. They've got K12 who plays Donkey Kong and Samus. I feel like that's like if I can be
I
really
would
tough
not.
for Marth.
I would not
Um,
send Donkey Kong
yeah,
against the Marv.
they've
That
got two.
seems
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's an odd matchup.
yeah.
Marth players succumb to odd matchups. And if you're going to clean up or trade a stock for a stock, that's pretty good still.
Yeah.
And yeah, it seems like we've gotten a decision. So I think we're getting Mara from Spain.
Yeah.
So Fox
Well,
player.
well, I mean, Fox Marv is kind of the classic, right?
Yeah, but he's a really good Fox. But he's just a really good Spanish player. So I think most people will know about Triff and Liax. But I would say Mara is right underneath Liax, or maybe even above Liax in terms of results. Very strong player, very fast Fox. Very curious about how he could perform here. Um, it's still scary going up against one stock of Marth.
Yeah,
I still feel a little nervous for him.
very justifiably so. Now, something I think is really nice about sending in a Fox right here is, first of all, you get the counter pick, right? So you can just take Marth to probably, I
That's a
would
good
I would
point.
expect Yoshi's, right? Just get the
Yeah,
quick knockout.
he's gonna ban one. It's gonna be Dreamland, right?
Yeah. So you go for, like that smaller stage, you try to get the quick knockout on Marth, and then you have a fresh Fox on the board. And it doesn't really matter what your opponent has.
Yeah,
Even the worst character in the worst stage, the worst
yeah.
matchup, it's still Fox. Fox
It's
still
still a
does
Fox
well.
player, and they're gonna do good on any stage. Um, I always feel like Yoshi's is one of those stages where I take my opponent there sometimes if I feel like they're more nervous than I am, because it's a volatile stage. You can get a lead really fast, can gain control very quickly, and oh, it seems like we're ready to go. I can hear.
Yeah, seems like we're heading into it. And we're back on
Uh,
Pokemon Stadium. That's fair too, right? That's
that's a
traditionally a
pretty
very good stage for Fox.
traditionally a very good stage for fun. I would be a little scared. I feel like Mara's punish game here is strong, but I feel like if Mara is confident in his neutral, I think he's gonna do great.
Oh, that's a smooth Fox. Look at that.
Mhm.
Something I find. So I play a lot of Slippy, right? I play a lot of net play. And I
Yep.
find it really funny how you can tell how good a player is by like the first 2-3 seconds of just sheer
Oh,
movement.
yeah. It is fast. It is. You can get that information like instantly.
And
Um,
right here, if I was to run into Mara on that play, I would be like, oh no, that's a
yeah.
fast Fox. Ooh, missed the up smash there.
Renzo's trying to get him with these shield grabs, but it's just not working out. Grabbing in the corner has insanely high value. Oh, and yes, these. Well, that's anticlimactic. But
Yeah,
you could. I've been there. Other Marth players have been there. You've been getting the beating, and you're thinking maybe this corner grab could solve everything. It's worth taking the gamble a bunch of
well,
times in a row.
it's always important to remember though that our Marth hero here already took 4 stocks,
Yeah,
already got
he did
the
his
team
job.
like got
Did
the
his
got
job.
the counter pick advantage, right?
Yeah, did his job. It's
That's
pretty
it.
good.
That's
And they've
really
got a
it.
lot of options to send in. They could send Skullbro, um, who's a great Dr. Mario player, but they didn't. It doesn't stop there. They got Yappy. They got Fout. I feel like I'm looking at the Netherlands crew,
What a stat
and it's
crew.
hard to pick up a bad decision. Maybe sending Amsa would be the only bad decision to send Amsa now. But any other player, I'd be like, yeah, no,
If that's
that's
your
pretty good.
worst, if that's your
No, the
worst
worst decision, yeah,
decision,
because you'd be wasting your best player now. And by wasting, I mean like you maybe want to save him for when Triff is in. But everyone else everyone else seems like a great decision. It's tough. So it seems like we've got Noxa coming up next. So that's a Peach player,
oh,
if I'm not mistaken. You're gonna have Peach Fox.
I wonder where we headed with that.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking about which stage Fox bans. Probably FD.
Yeah,
Um,
it's always
so you'd go.
kind of interesting, right? You don't want to get chain grabbed. So that's what
Yeah,
you want to avoid. But I feel like and this is maybe a bit of a big
yeah.
aside, but aside from the chain grab, Fox absolutely demolishes Peach on FD.
I feel like it's just that the chain grab is such a huge
It's kind of a big
equalizer,
deal, yeah.
and when you feel like you're getting grabbed until 100 damage, and then edge guarded, so you're like, it's either you prefer that and like losing neutral has a huge impact, or maybe but you deal with it, or
Yeah.
maybe you're fine with going to Dreamland and you prefer playing in a stage where like even if Peach lives for a long time, um, you're you're still playing the fastest character. Your movement around a stage is going to be hugely very beneficial. So we'll see. Kind of like pick your poison.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like kind of preference, right? So I don't know, maybe I'm a little strange like that, but I personally actually prefer like playing on FD over Dreamland because I
Well,
find it so
preference
difficult to
matters
play.
a lot
Yeah.
too. I think the fact that Mara picked Pokemon Stadium against the Marth earlier shows that like
Yeah.
preference is more important for him than the theoretical best things. So I think that matters to him.
It's one of the beautiful things about Melee. Like, it's a little strange, but Melee is so difficult, right? It's such a hard game. Yeah,
And
the best
yeah, there
game
we go.
often
We
doesn't
get the
matter.
one stage we just didn't talk about, which is Found of Dreams.
Yeah, but that's the weird stage. Who plays on FOD?
Well, Noxa wants to play there, and he's. I wanna see how his punishing him is, because right now, Mara takes the stock lead.
Yeah. I mean, that's Fox Peach, though, right? That goes real quick. You see right there, just a quick little blender, and now we are done as
Yeah,
well.
the blender into blender shield poke. The blender is
Oh,
always going to
absolutely.
shield poke you. Okay, you gotta light shield it. It's the blender is so good at shield poking. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Peach just has that. Okay.
No, you have to be really careful with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
that's a big back there.
Yeah, quick poke right there. Not quite enough, but with the jab up smash, closes it out really quick.
Mara's playing good.
Fast. That's the thing that sticks out about it to me. It's just how quick.
Very
this Fox is.
fast. And you just hit him with that back air. That's not going to do anything in the corner. It's Peach in the corner. If he kept going in, he's getting punished. And he just backed away, got center, and he's still got a lead.
Right.
He's playing so calm, and like, the risks are feel very calculated. Really smart play.
And we've got Noxa getting absolutely overwhelmed. Every step of the way, the Peach she's trying to keep up. She's trying to stay in there, but then another quick little dash up smash, and Mara up 3-1.
That's such a big deal. This is a turnaround I don't think I expected to see quite yet. Felt like I expected them to keep it pretty even until Triff made it into made it in, and then we'd maybe see Spain pull away a little bit, and then eventually Netherlands. But this is I didn't expect Mara to do so much damage.
I mean, that's
really good.
ideal for them, right?
Ideal for Spain. They really need this.
Wow. Mara's absolutely smothering Noxa at this stage. You can see, I always find it very obvious that the player is just overwhelming another, when you can see them incorporating all of these unusual moves, right? You saw just a little F throw right there, forward throw. Oh, nice.
Some crazy ledge, some of those weird ledge interactions where we don't even know who's edge guarding who, and it ends up being a one-stock game. So Noxa, for all the battering you took, could still take it. And
yeah, the power of a Peach, right? It looked really bad until we saw another quick little blender. And then, well, there goes the stock.
There goes the stock. Just like that. Still Mara in the lead.
Yeah, Mara taking down 5 stocks so far.
Gets counterpick back.
And that's
counterpick back in their favor. That's what you want to see. That's the first time. That's the a small advantage in Cruise, but it's an advantage. If you're working for something,
I personally wouldn't even dare say that's a bit more than a small advantage. I mean, right now, there's so much you get out of that, right? It's kind of a little strange. In theory, we have the same thing in singles, right? You have the ability to counterpick your opponent's character. But, I mean, let's be realistic. Hardly anybody ever counterpicks their opponent's character. Most people have one character they play, they have their main, and that's who they stick to in most situations.
Yeah.
But in Cruise, you can counterpick characters, very much so. And that makes a big difference.
I'm actually, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if in this Cruise event your character locked at the beginning. But yeah, that would matters for that, but also it just, like just knowing, I guess, the type of composition your opponent's team would have informs like the decision a ton. I'm really curious about who Netherlands sends now, because I feel like you don't want to get Mara any more momentum.
Might be time for one of those. But that wasn't there another mouth?
There is they've got. I'm not sure how up to date this roster is, actually. The one I'm looking at on Wikipedia, they've got Knuckles in this roster, but this roster didn't have Noxus, so I could just be wrong.
Knuckles the Hedgehog.
It's
Wait, no, he's an Echidna, isn't he? Sorry, I'm not up to date on my Sonic lore here.
Knuckles is an Echidna. Yeah, I'm not sure how he grabs the GameCube controller, but he gets the job done. So no, that's a good point. But now Knuckles the Dutch TO. So
Oh, it's gonna be Nebby.
you're gonna be Nebby. Okay, that's an interesting choice. Nebby plays. I don't know if you've faced Nebby's Mewtwo on Smash on unranked
I
or on
actually
tournaments.
have.
It
No,
can be
like
pretty
seriously,
tough.
I have. It's not fun. I hate it.
It's not. It's something about. There's something about losing to a mid tier. It's pretty brutal.
Wait, Mewtwo's in mid tier now? Damn, Mewtwo on the rise again.
Mid to low tier. But anyway, he's going Falco, so it doesn't. All my speculation, all my inner speculation, for Mewtwo, is completely irrelevant because Nebby's going Falco. He's got
It's
4
actually
stocks,
kind
but
of
it's,
funny. I feel like Mewtwo, out of all these like low tier characters, has had like an unreasonable amount of character development recently.
yeah, it feels ridiculous.
Good for
Mara
forward
takes
smash, that should be
another
good.
stock, but before getting cleaned up, which means Mara took
6.
one from 6 total. So 1 from Renzo, 4 from Noxa, and then 1 again from Nebby. Huge
That's
for Mara. That's pretty.
perfect. I
Taking
mean,
6 in
honestly.
the crew. What more can you
Especially
do?
like this
7.
is a competitive crew battle. Both
Yeah.
of these crews are scary. So coming in here and doing so much extra credit, couldn't
Yeah.
ask for more.
Yeah. Putting a little bit of the crow on his back, and just telling people, it's not all Triff.
No, it's
Who's
not.
going to do a
Although
work?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Triff now. What do you think about that?
We could see. Could see.
Although
Could see Triff.
oftentimes, of course, you have the big anchor at the end. But I feel like against the Falco, I don't know. I don't like the Peach matchup as Falco.
You don't?
No.
It's a tough one.
Well, because like I want to run in and dare shine you because
Yeah, you
I'm a
want to do
scrub,
damage.
right?
You want to
And if
do
I dare
damage.
shine you, I get blended. And
Yeah,
then
you're
you have
gonna
the
get
Falco
blended.
Scooby all
And
over the floor.
it's
And
interesting. It's interesting. You're talking about getting blended. We're getting not Triff, but we're getting Majoras, who's another Peach player
that's a
from
lot of
Spain.
peaches today.
So we are getting Peach Falco.
Hmm.
And it's a very interesting matchup because I do feel like Falco has to play with a lot more restraint because the mistakes hurt. They hurt real bad. And also it's really hard. I've talked to a lot of Falcos. I feel like they never know which stage they're gonna go to. They can go to. It's like, is it?
It's difficult,
Do you
right?
let Peach take you to FD? Do you let Peach take you to Dreamland? And on Cruise, it's hard. Which stage are you gonna let Peach take you to? I feel like
Well, I think you
that's a
want to
challenge.
avoid so you want to avoid FD as Falco, I feel. Because
Mhm.
like honestly speaking, it's a really big stage. And then
Oh
you
yeah,
add in the chain grab. If you're gonna
it's a
play on
big
a big
equalizer.
stage already, you might as well just go to Dreamland. Right,
Yeah,
and you don't have to deal with the chain grab on top of that.
sit at the top platform for a bit.
Top platform is my home. That's where I just live. It's my nest.
Make
My bird
a
nest.
nest, chill, take a break, make Peach come to you for a second. So maybe we'll see that.
It is actually
Yeah.
a surprisingly effective strategy to just make camp in like that a top platform because Peach doesn't have that much she can do against it.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sure we are about to figure out what she can do as we're about to
Yeah.
head into this next game.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna be watching. So that's Majora's versus Nebby. Nebby on 3 stocks,
Oh, wow, FOD again.
and we're going back to FOD.
I remember the times when FOD was kind of like the soft ban stage, where it wasn't necessarily like a stage that wasn't allowed. It's just nobody wanted to play on it.
Yeah, a lot of people avoided counterpick on it, but I think people are starting to get more comfortable moving around.
Yeah.
And there's some advantages to, it's got some annoying things about platforms, like when they're right just above the ground and they go into the ground. So I know those can be annoying moments, but I feel like if you're Falco, when the platforms are low enough that you can dare while landing on the platform and you're hitting below the platform all the time, it's so good. It's so money for Falco. It puts out
those
so much
situations
pressure.
are definitely very effective, but simultaneously there's the disadvantage you might encounter with going for lasers and then landing on the platform. So
yeah.
it's a bit of a give and take.
Yeah, there's a give. I think the stage is a lot about a give and take for every character, and it's about knowing how to minimize the parts that aren't good for you. and maximizing the ones that are good for you. And I think people are getting better at that. So that's why I think we're more likely to see the stage show up. So far, we're 1-1. I mean, we're 3-3, but only one stock taken by Nebby. We'll see if Majora's can clean this up, because don't want to let it get too many stocks.
Is that?
Still
No,
got
that's
the
not a
lead.
Stitch face. Is it?
No. It's fake Stitch face.
Oh, okay.
One of those that looks close enough that give you a little scare.
I'm glad that they added that in.
That F smash could have been costly, because just giving Peach a grab like that for a raw F smash, which is just you hoping for a raw F smash. I don't know, man. I'm scared.
Nebby's putting
not
up a
Peach.
very good fight here, though. I mean, gotta keep in
yeah.
mind that Nebby started a stock down, right?
Yeah,
And
then
now
it's kind of
more
going
to see.
back and forth enough that he could still win this game.
Oh, the grab, up throw. Do we have something? No.
Oh, fails the
Likely
tech
all.
chase.
I'm surprised that we didn't go out there right then. I feel like against Falco in particular, once you get them to go for an up B, always go out there.
Yeah,
Always
yeah,
go out
yeah,
there.
yeah. You
They
can't,
can't do
yeah.
anything.
You and Peaches, that's the real strength of Peach, is that you can just go out there and snuff them out. You gotta just pull. You can go out and punish them. It's got to be one of Peach's strengths, but we'll see. Ooh, that was greedy.
Nebby, what are you doing?
What are you doing, man? That's so greedy.
Somebody's having too much fun right there.
That was so greedy. Oh no. All right. So let me see. Who do we? So right now we're looking at Netherlands with 8 stocks left. So they got 2 players left. Okay. I wonder
So-
who's it going to be. They've got quite a few choices.
Well, run them down for us. What are we looking at?
Well, I think I'm gonna put my money on Skullbro coming out.
Skullbro.
Yes, the Dr. Mario, he's very good. He's just very good. There's no, if you have a really good Dr. Mario, I think that's just a good pick for Cruz. He could go off. Never
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's matchup and experience, right? Like, who has experience against Dr. Mario? With any of these lower tier characters, you always get the advantage of you having a ton of experience against the top tier, and the top tier having played against you twice.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. They gotta remember the matchup mid game.
and that's also where it's especially good in Cruise, right?
Yeah, they
Because
don't
in a
get that.
normal best of 5 set or something, a best of 3, best of 5 set, you have time to remember, you have time to figure out what to do, you have time to develop a strategy. But good
Mhm.
luck doing that here.
Yeah. Anyway,
have
all
one
this talk
game.
about Dr. Mario, we're getting Peach Ditto. Fount
Peach
NL
Ditto.
is coming out. Fount is a great Peach player. I was gonna say, it feels like they can't really go wrong with their picks. A Peach Ditto is gonna be interesting. Definitely a heavy on the trades type
Yeah.
of matchup. I want to see who's gonna have the cleaner neutral, because avoiding trades and getting good
What's
string
that even
hits.
look like in Peach versus Peach?
Well, it looks like nothing combos after 40%. That's what it looks like. So
Yeah, it's a good old
I'm
floaty matchup.
I'm kind of guessing, and I'm gonna get the Peach player base is gonna hate on me for this. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about Peach Dittos. Feel like they wouldn't be able to combo each other very well. The Peach just hits herself. Her moves hit so hard. She
They
hits
do
too
hit
hard.
Like, it's always
How are you
really
gonna combo?
interesting to me. Just like, so it's so okay. If we think about roles in video games in general, right? Like, if we think about something like
Mhm.
World of Warcraft, you've got your tank, you've got your DPS,
Yeah.
you've got your healer and whatnot, right? And then you think in melee, you would assume that a character like Peach is, she's more of maybe maybe a defensive character with some utility.
She
or
feels
something
like
like
she's
that,
a defensive character, but
right? But then they just come in and they hit so damn
yeah,
hard. And you're like,
I think
oh my
that's the thing about
god.
this game. Peach looks like she'd be a slow defensive character, but she's not.
She
You
hits.
can be pretty fast, very aggressive, and hit real hard. So we're gonna see how that works out in the Ditto. I'm curious.
I am
But
looking
uh,
forward to it.
trades, I think the fact that it's a very heavy trade matchup, we'll see if we'll see which player gets the most out of this. Because if you're a Majora's, every player you get, every hit you get is going to be good, and every stock is going to be huge for you because you're just building Spain's lead at this point.
Well, let's see how that works out for them.
Mhm.
Can Spain continue to build their lead, or is it time for Netherlands to start bouncing back into this? We'll be heading into this next match, and we'll see how that works out. Oh, FD!
FD, interesting. Not sure. I mean, honestly, it simplifies everything. I'm not going to see any shield drop stuff, so that makes it just real easy to follow. It is that simple.
Yeah, but what is this?
And
Like, I feel like the strategies that Peach might have for this is very gonna be a little straightforward as well. Yep, there's
Yeah.
the floating already.
it's interesting to just float at a height. You got to float at a height, but like if the other Peach just contests it, is it good to float there? Doesn't seem like it is.
So who has the advantage if like the Peaches are of uneven height? Is it better to be higher or is it better to be lower?
I assume it's better to be lower. I just always think the closer you are to the ground, the better you are in the game. You just want to be close to the floor. Because
Yeah,
on the ground you can hold down. And hold
but
down.
against Peach, that's not
is
the
really
most
good.
useful thing.
Well, I mean, you can tank a hit and then grab. You just got the info that apparently you want to be higher. So I'm just wrong
Yeah.
about everything again.
There you go. See, it was
you
a
go.
more interesting question than I than you might have thought at the very beginning.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting, but Fount is kind of playing too clean for Majora's right now. It's not been that heavy on trading. He's just been steadily winning neutral. I feel like Fount just has a better idea of maybe how this matchup's supposed to be played out. I know Fount's played other really good Peach players in Europe, like Sharp, for example, from during the online era. So I think Fount would have maybe more experience in playing a Ditto.
Oh
see.
man, so far this has been actually fairly one-sided though. Okay, finally we got the stock right here.
It feels like when one Peach is edge guard the other one, and you get one to the point where they have to up B. It's checkmate, right? You're gonna just keep hitting it back. It's gonna be really hard to fade in and out of another Peach's aerials. In any case, where the Netherlands cleans it up.
Yeah,
It's down to the last two players for each team.
they want to stay in this. It's actually so far Spain pulling off a bit of an upset up to this point.
Yeah, I'm surprised so far. They've all of the players Spain sent have, I feel like, overperformed compared to what you'd expect, and that's really good for them. That's great. I think they're all
Here's
doing
the
great.
question, of course, though: how many heavy hitters are left for the Netherlands?
Well, I mean, they get. I feel like they've got their pick. They get their pick of the litter, right? But
Yeah.
I think we'd be seeing either Amsa or Skullbro or Yappy to finish it off. One of those
It's
three.
wild to me that all three of those are still available, and they're not going to be able to
Yeah.
use all of them, right?
They are
have
not able to use all of them. They got to choose one of them. And Spain's got. We just got confirmation of who's next. 1 second. Did you catch that?
No, apologies.
Malmortis from Spain is next. So Malmortis, we've got him down here for like 3 different characters. So he's a Falco, Fox, Falcon, but playing Falcon.
Playing Falcon. Oh, I like Falcon. I'm a big fan of Falcon. In particular, honestly, Falcon Peach is actually a pretty good matchup for Captain Falcon. I think he does very well there.
I feel like that is I feel like that's a pretty good that's a pretty accurate statement. I think as Peach, it's scary. Yep. And I would be a little nervous about it if I'm Fout, but I think Fout's a better caliber player. I think Fout. Maybe I'm doubting the Spanish team too much, but I think Malmorta's got his work cut out for him, even if it's just 3 stocks. It's that close. It's 1 stock apart. Isn't that big of a lead in Cruise now?
Yeah. I mean, right
He's gonna turn
now,
around.
everything is still possible, right? We can
Yep.
definitely go either way.
Yep.
And, well, let's see how it goes. Gonna be
Hmm.
seeing some Peach versus Captain Falcon on Dreamland right here. Malmortis versus Faut? No? I assume
Fout
the
NL.
NL is
Fout NL.
Netherlands.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Absolutely.
is the name then Faut?
I would
No.
just say Fout. I would just say
Yeah.
Fout. I would
All
just say
right.
Fout. I think everyone knows Fout is playing for the Netherlands already.
Oh, yeah, it would be surprising if not.
Yeah.
Oh, I like how Malmortis is already approaching this. This is a
Yeah,
nice
he's
aggressive
actually
Falcon.
getting control and playing. You know, he's already got Peach at that money at a pretty good percent where every move either just sends off stage or if it's a heavy hitter, you know, if he hits her with a knee, it's over. So he gets to just yeet those, and it's nerve
Just
wracking for Peach,
throw
right?
out the knees.
Yeah, you're nervous because any a misstep and you're costing your team a stock, right? So it's not hard. It's not easy. I mean.
To me, one of the greatest strengths of Captain Falcon is just how low of a commitment the knee is, right? Usually with characters, like even characters like Fox and Falco, your really strong kill options tend to be a fairly high commitment, right? An up smash, a forward smash. If you miss that, well, you're in quite a bit of lag and you might be punished.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to punish a knee. Like, even if they just throw it out, it's difficult to respond.
It's difficult. I feel like it's more of a you have to stuff it out.
Yeah.
You have to just kind of know that Falcon's going to do moves. But
Nice.
he's been keeping advantage this stock. He's not quite killed Peach yet. There it is. There it is. Grabs the ledge. I think that's very clean. And, you know, he's at a high percent, but never mind.
Well,
I was like,
there
he
we
could
go.
still live this. He could do it.
I mean, to be honest, for Malmortis, the priority might just be, okay, look, if I can trade stocks here,
Oh, that's
go
huge
into the-
already. Yeah,
right?
you
If we
you
can
keep
go
the
into
lead.
the next game with a lead, I get to maybe take a stock there, but worst case scenario, we get the counter pick. That's already a bit.
And he's doing great. Like he came back with this stock, and he's been keeping Fout busy in the corner.
No, Malmortis does not agree with what I'm saying. Malmortis is here to win.
Yeah, he's actually
doing
like,
hard.
no, actually, you know what? Send in the next guy.
Yeah,
Send in the next guy. We don't need.
I got
Trev.
it. I'll take it from here.
I got it. Yeah, send the next guy.
I'll take them both at the same time. No problem.
Yeah.
Play with
good.
2 controllers.
This is really one-sided. I'm saying because, and I'm a little surprised, but he's moonwalking on this stage. He's barely even caring about edge guarding because he knows Peach's gonna take 20 seconds to come back. But he's playing it well, keeping center as soon as he gets it, and Peach just from disadvantage is so hard to play.
Yeah. This is gonna be tricky. I mean, you need to get yourself a bit of an opportunity. It's always important to remember, though, that Captain Falcon is really a very vulnerable character if it comes to any of these high air mobility playstyles. Once you're off stage, there's not that much you can do.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit like a checkmate when you get to off stage, you start running out of resources to make it back. It's hard. There's only so much you can fool him. He's got his up air is big. He's gonna cover a lot of space with it. And yeah, Fount really wants to clean this stock up. Like all it's gonna take from him is like a clean nair hit to get this into an edge guard. But
Oh, but you can see
Oh, there it
Malmortis is trying so hard to just land that knee. Nah! This is my
no
stock. You don't
way,
get to
he's
take
still
it.
alive. No way.
Falcon
And that
kick.
Stitch does nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Do we see it? No.
Oh, he's
going for
crazy.
Stomp.
He's borderline throwing away stocks.
Yeah, he's just look. This is a
Playing with
stock.
so much confidence. I think that's huge for Cruz. Like playing with so much confidence that it looks like he's throwing away stocks. That's that's insane.
Right, it looks like it.
It looks like it. Not quite.
Well, Malmortis really just needs to get a grab here, and that would probably close it out.
Yeah.
Oh, although we've got the reverse grab.
This could
back
be
here.
this could be huge. Oh,
Oh.
if Found cleaned that up, you know it's. I think he's too high percent to connect out of a down throw now. So
Yeah. no,
it's gonna have to be
good.
it's gonna have to be a straight hit.
Going for these up airs. And up air is a strong move for sure, but it's not quite enough. None of this, not
It
on
is. It
Dreamland.
is Dreamland. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Back air. That he wanted
Totally.
that back air so big, and how to do it so good. Oh,
And
there
there
it
we
is.
go.
There it is.
Yeah.
I lied after all. Actually, you do connect things out of down throw at any percent because that's Captain
Captain
Falcon.
Falcon is fast. You know, he
It's just
runs.
he goes fast.
He goes
And
fast.
Malmortis takes that, and Netherlands down to the last 2 stocks. The last 4 stocks, sorry, their last player. They're down by 2 stocks, is what I mean.
No, I wonder who that's gonna be. I mean, against the Captain Falcon, you might expect to see the Sheik, right? Like
I'm
maybe we see
expecting
Amsa.
Amsa.
Yeah.
Expecting Amsa, unless I'm horribly wrong and they took Amsa out of the team.
You have to
They-
also keep in mind who's still coming up for Spain. That's gonna be Triff, right?
I would expect Triff.
Yeah.
I would expect Triff, and that's in and of itself, that's a huge wall to climb.
So ideally, you want to be ready for that wall by having a character that's gonna be good against Peach.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. We've
let's see.
got not Amsa, but we've got Happy Meals. So this is a Fox player that I would not have expected to see as the anchor for Netherlands. Maybe speaking to the fact that Netherlands got 5-1 score currently. Like they're just they're so good in their group.
It might also just be it might just be a pick to, again, not just counterpick the current character, but also try to counterpick the next character, right?
Do well against the next character.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone you're gonna send is gonna be at a disadvantage against Triff. I feel that's just the nature of how good he. How
we
good
are
he's
always
gonna be.
talking about character matchups and stages.
Yeah, it
and
doesn't really
whatnot,
matter
and
because it's
who
gonna be
cares?
Triff after
It's
this.
like the reason why we like this game, the reason why Melee has held on where no other games have, not for this long, is because the characters are not that important. It's because it's a game about skill. It's because it's a game about how good you, the player, are and how you play and how you can perform. And so, as much as it's fun to talk about these matchups,
Yeah,
it's much
we
more
love
fun to see them play
theorizing.
out.
We love theorizing, but it's like, I mean, when you're talking about the really good players, I mean, you got to send another one who's equally good. So
Well,
we'll see how this pans out. I'm
yeah,
curious
let's
to see.
get into the
I keep
game. I'm
saying
looking
I'm
forward to it.
curious because that's true. I am interested. I wonder if Happy Meals can pull a massive upset.
That would be a big one.
These are the biggest 6 stocks Happy Meals could ever take. So I want to see it happen.
Didn't Malmortis lose another stock? There we go.
Yeah,
Taking some time with this one.
Yeah. It's okay.
And seems
we
we
go.
are getting into it. Back on FOD again.
Yeah, it's been. Have we seen Battlefield? No.
We have not seen Battlefield. We had
Crazy.
one game
Jeez.
on FD, which was Peach, so I don't even know why that was on FD.
we need to check if these players are okay.
Yeah, like who picks FOD over like Yoshi's? Come
What
on,
kind of
guys.
crew battle does not see Battlefield? We need to check if they're okay.
Well, so far they seem to be holding up fine. Happy Meals going in right there. The quick little combo. I like the falling up airs as well. Honestly, Fox Falcon, as the Fox, ideal strategy, just keep the Falcon in the air. The Falcon can't do that much once they're in the air.
Yeah, it does feel like once you get a good up throw, Malmortis takes the first stock, and Malmortis, man, he's taken so much by now. He's done a lot of damage to this crew.
Yeah.
This is just really cementing the lead that Spain's had. So any stock he takes here, massive.
One of my favorite things to say is Marth versus PK 60-40, Marth versus Axe is 10-90. I am... Okay, I have opinions.
I have opinions.
I have opinions.
Yeah.
Marth Pika is not 60-40. It is way worse than that. Pika doesn't... It is such a bad matchup for Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
So hard. Axe
But
is
it speaks to what you were saying earlier. I mean, it's the player the player that makes the matchup, right? So
for sure.
I want to see, Malmortis, it doesn't really matter that Fox is a good counter pick to is a good character against Falcon if he's playing clean. Falcon's got the punish game that he could just, kill Fox a bunch of times, and he's doing it.
Happy Meal's also playing a little sloppy here, right? You saw little illusion on the stage, and there's
Mm.
just some tech skill flops here and there, maybe nerfs about being the last player here.
It is a. I was going to talk. There's a lot to being, the anchor for your team. It's not easy to know that, like, every stock you lose, it's the last one your team's going to lose. You're the last player, so you can't afford to,
There we go.
leave it up to the next guy. So he's down at 2 stocks, and Spain's got 4, so they got 1 player to pick from.
Well,
I
I
assume
mean,
it's Triff, but
yeah, we'll see.
we
We'll
never
see
know.
who's available. We'll see
Never
who
know.
is ready to play.
Never know. Imagine they just hit us with the massive curveball. What would be the biggest curveball they could throw at us? Keanu Reeves. If it's Keanu Reeves, I
Wait,
would
like
lose
the
my mind.
actor?
No, they have a player called Keanu Reeves. Okay,
That would be a pretty
okay.
massive
Keanu Reeves would
curveball.
be
I would
even
not
more
see
of a
that.
curveball.
Yeah, no, that would surprise me if fucking Neo shows up here.
Spain's crew is stacked.
They got Trev, they got
Keanu.
Malmortis, they got Keanu Reeves, the
We've
actor
got
from the Matrix movies.
famous Hollywood star. Keanu. Yeah. We got Leax, so it's not going to be Triff. We're going to get a Fox Ditto, and Leax, really good, really good Fox. I think, if your Happy Meal's kind of happy, Fox, you can give him Fox.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you can get the
You can
free
equalize
quick
this, but he's
knockouts.
got his work cut out for him. Leax is really good. It's not going to be easy to play Leax at a disadvantage.
I mean,
Uh,
essentially, what Happy Meals needs to do is get a free stock. That's what needs to happen for the Netherlands to win.
Yeah, essentially, he needs something like that. He needs a 3. Yeah, he needs a 3 stock.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's not going to be easy, but he can't mess that up. It'd be a pretty sick comeback to be down to your last 2 stocks and still beat this player. It's not insane by any. It's not impossible. It's 2 to
it's
4 stocks. We've
absolutely
seen this.
possible.
How many 3 stocks have you seen? You can't count them. Too many.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a Fox Ditto as well, right? Like you
Yeah.
can have. I mean, we have had like Armada 4-stock left in tournament, right? With the Fox
Yeah.
Ditto. And it's like one of those things where like it's not that Armada is like so unbelievably much better. It's just in that one game he was.
Yeah. The variance is the variance in this matchup is crazy. So we'll see what happens. We got Leax in the green versus Happy Meals, and Yoshi's finally.
Yeah.
What a good stage to finish this on.
We went the entire crew battle without Battlefield. Like it's official now. There's gonna be no
Official,
Battlefield.
yeah, official. We did all the other stages. I mean, we were only gonna see one more, so they couldn't give us Battlefield and Yoshi's.
Leax already seeing a very good start here. 103, 109% on Happy Meals. It's gonna be rough.
Leax is saying he's not 3-stocking me.
Oh no.
I'm taking 2 clean stocks and that's it.
I mean, at this stage, Happy Meals needs to get a 4-stock.
Yeah, this is a 4-stock with the weight of crews is hard. This is really hard. He's got an advantage position right now. Let's see if he can keep it going. Oh, Leax breaks out with a shine.
Oh, yep. We can see right here that we've got honestly a pretty slugging game. I like seeing that from Leax. Leax seems to be playing just kind of like up tilts, back airs. A lot of stuff that is likely to trade in the Fox Ditto, right? But trades are in his favor. There's no reason.
Yeah, trading is good, and it's moves. It's also moves that if they connect clean, it's punish, right? You start a punish. So he's looking to do that. Great shorten. He's not looking to get edge guarded. He made Happy Meals work for that stock, and he's like, hey, you know what? I got 3 more.
Yeah, and you're at 80, 84.
Yeah.
See if you can figure this out. And quick little up smash. I like it. Up air on top of that. Doesn't quite manage to connect with anything, but here we got the follow-up. Playing scared. I mean, at this stage, you really have to go out there. Yeah, this is where you need to actually take these risks.
Oh no!
And then Happy Meals.
No.
Sadly, slides off the stage. Doesn't quite manage to pull it off.
Well, congratulations to Spain, though. That was, I think, impressive. I don't think Netherlands pulled out the strongest team they could pull, but I still think it was really good because you didn't even. To be fair, Spain didn't even use Triff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Look, they
So
can't use that as an excuse. Neither did
yeah,
Spain.
no excuse. It was just a it was just a great crew. When Spain got in the lead, they held on to it extremely well. All their players, they seemed like they were playing with confidence, which is, I think, builds your leads and crews. Like you could see in the Malmorta's game, that guy was playing with so much confidence.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, they
Uh,
were really on top of everything right here.
mhm.
That was a cruise battle where it felt like both teams were actually pretty evenly matched, but one of them just a little bit more on fire today.
Yeah,
Just
as soon as
had
they
more
got the lead,
confidence. Yeah,
that
they
was it.
kept the lead the entire time, and it was really like Netherlands was definitely putting up a fight. I mean, they did make it to the last two players.